Boom shakalaka, amidst growing bearish sentiment for Bitcoin, you definitely don't want to miss these golden signals. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including the hidden golden signals for Bitcoin amidst the bearish short-term narrative. Before we get into it, guys, like the video, it helps out so much. Now today, fear and greed 49, down from yesterday's 52, still in neutral territory for the past week. The overall market going sideways, Bitcoin at 41.75, Ethereum at 22.12, BNB at 2.96, Solana $87, XRP 51 cents, Cardano 47 cents, Avalanche $30, and Dogecoin 7 cents. And Bitcoin finding support on the 100-day moving average right here. The last time it broke through the 50-day, this yellow line, this bar pattern right here in red is exactly what it did, which would bring it down to roughly 36,000 by the end of February, right on the 40,000 by halving and the 200-day moving average lines. And there is growing bearish sentiment, or maybe I'm just feeling it amidst looking at things. Well, basically when Bitcoin hits 78.6 fib, every time it has retraced to the 50 fib. Right now that's $32,000, and based on my expert mathematical calculations, that price is lower than where the price is today. So based on that, will we have the price continuing to drop to that $32,000? A lot of people think so, especially when you have Grayscale selling a lot of Bitcoin. I mean, they were accumulating Bitcoin and now they're selling Bitcoin. But if you listen, it turns out Bloomberg said yesterday FTX bankruptcy estates are 2/3 done with selling Grayscale Bitcoin holdings. That means the sell-off may soon be done. As a matter of fact, as soon as these sell-offs are done, could expect a bounce pretty soon after that. There could be longs coming soon. As a matter of fact, if we take a look, according to Datamish, Bitfinex whales have added approximately 4,230 Bitcoin long positions since the 17th in the past week. This is the first sustained increase in Bitcoin longs. So whales are thinking, hey, price could go up. And why? Well, if we take a look at actually what's going on with the spot Bitcoin ETF, check this out. So in 1 week of the Bitcoin ETF, the 7-day trade volume, $18 billion. Total assets under management, $25 billion. Average daily volume, almost $3 billion per day, which is roughly 10% of the assets that are under management. Now, we take a look at the largest gold ETF. Average daily volume, $6 billion a day. Total assets under management, $55 billion a day. So in a week, 1 week, 7 days, Bitcoin ETFs are already 45% of gold in both volume and assets under management. You have to ask yourself when flippening. This thing could be a lot bigger than a lot of people are letting on, because if we take a look at here, we take a look at all these ETF issuers like iShares, BlackRock, Fidelity, Bitwise, ARK, Invesco, VanEck, Valkyrie. They have collectively acquired 86,000 Bitcoin at an average price of $42,000. Do you really think these seasoned institutions bought the top? I don't think so either. I think this is more likely the very, very bottom, just a little bit of sell-off from the FTX debacle, which may not last too long, because if we take a look, it appears like global liquidity is once again going to accelerate, further easing monetary conditions, further bringing more cash into assets, including Bitcoin. Maybe with the new spot ETF could be easier for everybody. And the one thing that goes counter to Bitcoin is about to crash, which means that Bitcoin could be about to, well, go up, the opposite of crash. DXY is hitting not only a resistance trend line, but it's also got a bearish chart pattern, this rising wedge right here, struggling to break through. Could see a drop in DXY, which should bring an increased pump in Bitcoin because they go in opposite directions. And very significant crosses are worth noting at the very least. We have right here the Ichimoku golden crosses of the Tenkan and the Kijun. The last times that these happened, look at the parabolic run that followed short afterwards. These crossed at exactly pre-explosion. Look at this cross occurring right now. Could be exactly pre-explosion. May not have more time, because despite how overheated and frothy the market may have felt, based on the advanced NVT signal, it's dropping down into the green bands for the first time this bull market, suggesting that potentially we might actually be close to a local bottom. Whales tend to know this. Everybody else is panic selling right now based on a GBTC sell-off and a price drop of a few $1,000s, but whales are in heavy accumulation mode right here. They are not phased because they have a little bit of a long-term perspective when it comes to this, because over the next 2 years, generally the most explosive bull years for Bitcoin, this would just be the first blip in the charts, because even without any further growth and uptick in this Bitcoin terminal price right now, minimum top $120,000, which based on, again, my phenomenal mathematical calculations, that's at least 3x where we are right now. So that's all for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, push the like button. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.